got a case going on, guys, that is really, really crazy in Kentucky. And this Kentucky case is this judge that is out of her mind, it looks like. And what happened over the past 48 hours is that there's real hard evidence. There's photographs of abuse of these two beautiful young twins that were awarded to the father. And they were awarded to the father, I believe, and I'm working it up. My theory right now is by crooked means. That we have the father is now related to people who are connected to the courts, connected to the judges, connected to the money and everything else, and everything changed. Everything was fine when the kids were with the mom, and now they're with the dad, and there are allegations and actually evidence of serious abuse, and bruises and everything else. And these are children that have special needs that need to be taken care of, and they're not being taken care of. The father was out of the picture for 5 years, and this is a really serious case that we're looking at.
She stated in post that she was ordering the girls clothes that are anti-family court clothes for them to wear. It's right there. She posted these motions in this group that has over 11,000 people in it or so. She posted medical records. She posted ABCLO's communications with Mr. Anderson. All of it had significant personal information. Now, I know that this is a public record case, and I know that those records, if they're filed into this case, they are accessible. But you've got a whole pack of people that all believe that they have been wronged, and you're riling them up with the doctor's name, with your children's name, with everything. And that is so dangerous. It is absolutely so dangerous. And everybody can roll their eyes at that, but again, this is evidence to me that she's disconnected from the reality of the situation.
I'm very sorry. I'm very emotional. I'm very sorry.
And you're allowed to be emotional, and you're allowed to disagree with me, and you're allowed to not like me. Those are all things that you're entitled to do. But you're not entitled to act that way in my courtroom or anybody else's courtroom. So I'm going to go on and release you today, and you need to head on out. And there are bigger fish to fry in this case than having you put in jail because you're acting a fool.
I'm very emotional. Sorry.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Taking the kids from a protective parent, one that knows what they're doing, one that can manage the care, one that and you hand them over to the wolves. What does this guy know? What track record does he have? And how can a judge justify that as in the best interest of the child in any way, shape, or form? And on top of that, the harebrained decision that they made, prejudicing, be prejudiced against the protective mother because of her First Amendment rights, her First Amendment speech, her desire to create a permanent public record of governmental proceedings that are already public. She's not disclosing anything. She's not leaking state secrets. The judge already said that everybody can see this. You go onto the court record in Kentucky, you can see this. Oh, but we don't like the fact that you're going together. It's dangerous that people get together. Well, guess what? That's called freedom of association. That's part of your First Amendment rights. That's what, that's what the King of England said. That's what King George said. I can't stand these colonists getting together and talking bad about me. That's why we have a First Amendment. So people of a like mind can get together and talk about all the bullshit in plain English that the government's doing. But the big problem you have with the family courts is something called judicial immunity. Okay, I just heard about a story that hopefully doesn't go like this one doesn't go like a few weeks ago in Ohio, where the judge took the child who had Sanfilippo syndrome, a form of childhood dementia, childhood Alzheimer's actually, and it's a terminal condition. The mother was managing the care for the child for all 12 years of the child's life. The father swoops in with the lawyer, and they flip it, take the kid out of Ohio, bring him back to Washington. Within 2 weeks, the kid is in a coma. 5 days later, they pull the plug. The kid is dead. Because the judges in Ohio didn't care. They didn't read. They didn't look at anything else. They relied on faulty orders. They didn't look at the best interest of the child. But
they didn't get medical opinion?
Immunity. They created a death sentence for that child. The poor 12-year-old is dead. Okay? But there's no recourse because of judicial immunity. There's no recourse against this judge in the courts of law that we're looking at in Kentucky either. The only recourse we have is in the media and the court of public opinion to let everybody know what this judge is doing. And hopefully we can do it now as soon as possible, in a way that people can understand, and maybe it will affect her decision making and make her act like somebody who's wearing a black robe. But there is little to no recourse in the courts of law because of judicial immunity. And that judicial immunity extends to guardians ad litem. That extends to court-appointed personnel. They are immune in most states. You cannot sue them even if they screw up or even if they basically get caught taking a bribe. Designer child trafficking, which is what happens at the family courts every single day. I don't know, because they didn't respond to me, the CFP board, whether or not they do support designer child trafficking, but by their silence and their charges against Dave Weigel, I can only think that they do support designer child trafficking. In my opinion, because when you're attacking someone who fights what the courts are doing, removing children from protective parents, removing children from a safe place and putting them with abusers, putting them with people who have no business with the children, and doing it because of money, doing it because of connections, doing it not because of the best interest of the child, that's the definition of designer child trafficking. And when you are in league with that, I think you're on the wrong side of everything. So that's what we got going on here in this Kentucky case.